Tell me again.
I didn't feel him or anything. Me to hand a mother their dead child and say, have a nice night.
So can we do? So hey, can we?
Marissa Tietsort Benson was a mother of 5 from Wausau, Wisconsin. She made headlines in January 2019 after being arrested for the death of a 2-month-old infant she was babysitting. The case gained national attention due to the disturbing circumstances surrounding the baby's death and Benson's criminal history. In this video, we will look at the background information on Marissa Tietsort Benson and the reason for the autopsy of the 2-month-old infant she was accused of killing. Marissa Tietsort Benson was born in Texas on October 21, 1990. She grew up in a large family and was one of 9 siblings. In her teenage years, Benson moved to Wisconsin with her family, where she later attended North Central Technical College. During her time in Wausau, Benson's criminal record began to accumulate. She was first arrested in 2009 for possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. However, her illegal activity did not stop there. Over the next few years, Benson was arrested multiple times. In 2013, she was accused of abusing a child while babysitting. She was charged with child abuse, but the charges were later dropped after she completed parenting classes. In 2016, Benson was arrested for shoplifting and later convicted. In 2018, she was arrested again for violating her probation. Despite her repeated run-ins with the law, Benson continued to be hired as a babysitter. On October 18, 2018, Benson was babysitting 2-month-old baby Lulu while his mother was at work. When the mother returned home, she found the baby unresponsive. Benson claimed the baby had fallen off the couch and hit his head while she was out of the room. However, that wasn't the case. Benson was pregnant when she killed the 2-month-old, and she dressed him in a snowsuit, took him to McDonald's with her boyfriend, and returned the infant to his mom without telling her he was dead. She is said to have put him in a snowsuit and car seat before returning the child to his mom without saying he was dead. The infant's mother was found trying to revive the boy, but he had died hours earlier of blunt force injuries to the head. According to the criminal complaint filed in October, the mom of the 2-month-old dropped him and his brother off at Tietsort's home on October 18. 2 hours later, the baby's mom got a text from the accused in which she told her a news website published a story saying she'd been charged with child abuse and isn't supposed to have contact with children. Tietsort told the mom not to tell anyone she was watching her sons. When the victim's mom came to pick up her sons later, the infant was in the car with a hat pulled over his eyes. Tietsort claimed she didn't kill the baby, but knew he was dead. When her boyfriend got home that evening, they went to McDonald's, and she brought the dead baby with them, according to the complaint. The child's parents in the August incident, Megan Royce and Dylan Baum, have spoken out about the alleged harm she caused. Megan said, after she hurt her, "I couldn't leave my house for 2 weeks because of the bruising on her face. I had used Marissa for 2 weeks as a babysitter, and I never once thought to CCP her or look her up because she was a friend of a friend. She had a baby as well, so I figured it was safe. It was hard because I had to tell people that my babysitter had done it. I have been getting messages that people thought that I could have prevented it. When I was trying to help my daughter's case and make sure she got put away, she got charged for what she did." Benson was arrested and charged with first-degree intentional homicide. The autopsy report revealed that the baby had suffered blunt trauma to the head, causing brain bleeding and skull fractures. The injuries were consistent with being violently shaken or slammed into a hard surface. The report also revealed that the baby had suffered from other injuries, including a skull fracture that was a few weeks old. Benson was charged with additional crimes related to the other injuries the baby had suffered. The extent of injuries sustained by the infant victim is heartbreaking. The autopsy revealed severe blunt force trauma to the head and other significant injuries, including a fractured rib and a broken leg. The extent and severity of these injuries are consistent with inflicted trauma and indicate that the baby suffered prolonged physical abuse. The most concerning findings of the autopsy report relate to neglect and abuse. The victim's injuries suggest that the infant was physically abused over a prolonged period. Additionally, the lack of medical care provided by Marissa Tietsort Benson is alarming. The baby's broken leg was never treated, and the mother failed to seek medical attention for the infant's deteriorating health before the fatal attack. Marissa Tietsort Benson has been charged with first-degree intentional homicide and felony child abuse. The charges are fitting, given the horrific details of the autopsy report. The death of this innocent child has shocked and saddened the entire community. Let us hope that justice is served and that the memory of this unfortunate child will never be forgotten. The criminal charges against Benson were severe, and the court treated the case with utmost importance. Benson's defense team argued that she had no intention to harm the baby and that it was a terrible accident. However, the prosecution maintained that Benson had acted with intent and malice and that Lulu's death resulted from Benson's actions. The trial of Marissa Tietsort Benson was highly publicized, and many followed the proceedings with interest. Ultimately, the jury found Benson guilty of first-degree intentional homicide and child neglect. She was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. Following the death of Lulu, CPS became more involved and took action to protect Benson's other children. The agency removed the children from Benson's care and placed them in the care of family members and foster homes. The agency also started investigating Benson's past behavior, which uncovered evidence of child abuse and neglect. The impact on child custody was significant for Benson, who was devastated to lose her children. The ruling meant that she would no longer have control over her children's lives and would have limited contact with them. The community's response to the Marissa Tietsort Benson autopsy has been emotional and passionate. Some have expressed sadness and sympathy for the young child who lost his life, while others have been outraged by the accused actions. Questions have been raised about how such an unthinkable tragedy could occur and what can be done to prevent similar incidents. Many community members have voiced their support for the victim's family, offering condolences and assistance in any way possible. Others have been critical of the child protection system and the government's role in safeguarding children from abuse and neglect. As we bring this spine-chilling story to a close, we hope it has captivated and deeply intrigued you. The events that unfolded between the babysitter and the baby on that fateful day serve as a chilling reminder that no one can be trusted. Our goal was to entertain and shed light on the importance of vigilance and the need to question the world around us. Thank you for joining us on this harrowing journey. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated on our future investigations and thought-provoking content. Until next time, stay curious, remain vigilant, and never stop questioning the world around you. Goodbye and take care.